Hello, I'm Mantastic'c and Fantastic, and today I want to talk about my Daytona team that tackled World of Carnage 3 that does not feature a single Halloween cotton. So, as a disclaimer, I do have Halloween cottons, but I wanted to try and challenge myself in order to see if it's possible and give inspiration for players who don't have Halloween cotton. So, as a bottom line, Halloween cotton is the best in slot option for Daytona teams. Nothing is better. Running two of them is ideal in SR3 as well. So I had to find ways to work around this by having cards that still hit hard because it's nice being able to actually kill stuff, and also having ways to have void damage void. So for the team, I have 26 skill boosts when entering the dungeon, which means I only get delayed by one turn, so to speak, on my leader swap resist Daytona. My other Daytona has SDR, so it's fine. So when I enter the dungeon, I can transform one of the Daytonas, and the other one needs one turn to charge up. And that's okay, because I do have a delay inherited. I chose to have the Greed Egg inherit because I wanted some poison resist, because I have 60% poison resist, and it was the best way for me to get bind immunity and poison resist. It was just, I didn't need the skill boost, so I thought, why not take this? It was the best way to try and cover up my resistances. And then for Dark Athena, I chose her for my dark coverage. I had Raijin originally, but Raijin is just less nice. Raijin doesn't do much nowadays compared to other hard-hitting cards. Not enough TPAs or 7 combos, etc. And with only 2 skill boosts and Super Blind, that's okay. But Dark Athena has 4 skill boosts and Super Blind, which is better. 2 more skill boosts in total. And Dark Athena has the Rudra inherited weapon, and this is my way to counter void damage void. It solves Parvati's floor and Minerva's floor. It also solves the Yin Yang dragon that spawns on the second to last floor. So I need 2 turns of void damage void to kill those safely. 1 turn, it's probably doable, but the more turns I stall, the more likely I am to die, and obviously that's not good. So having this 12-turn cooldown inherited on Dark Athena means it's only 13 turns to charge up. So it was the fastest way to bring void damage void for my team, and this is the main reason why she was chosen. Normally she would have double damage cap, but she doesn't do damage on Daytona teams, or at least not relevant enough damage. So Poison Surge was her chosen Latent. For Tethys, I put the unmatchable Latent on her. I'm kind of humming and hawing about, was this a good idea or not? Because sometimes it's a little awkward because I have to have green orbs present because blue orbs are taken away by Daytona. It was a little awkward, but then I guess maybe I'd have to put Latent, like the unmatchable, on either Marthas or Valkyrie, and damage was already kind of tight-ish, and I just kind of elected to go with it. I feel like if I wanted to make this more consistent, or maybe like a little less stressful, maybe putting it on, like, say, Valkyrie or Marthas, one of the two, and then just using that as my unmatchable clear, because there's no preemptive light unmatchable, there's preemptive, like, other things unmatchable. So it was a little awkward playing with the green unmatchable on floor 5 or 6, was it? So it's a little annoying, but it's definitely something you could work around. I obviously got through it, so it's definitely possible. For Marthas, Marthas is a great option if you don't have Halloween cottons, because the only great place to use him is in SR3 for color coverage. So in that sense, he does work well here, but if you want to use other dungeons, if you have excess Halloween cottons are a superior choice. Marthas still does large amounts of damage. He does have 4 TPAs and a 10 combo with a pretty big attack stat. Hits much less hard compared to Halloween cotton, but still pretty good. And I inherited a bottled Saffrage because it gives me a TPA and a skill boost, and the TPA is valuable because it lets Marthas actually do more damage, so he does double damage cap. It becomes actually a reality instead of just a fantasy. And then with the active skill, I get 2 turns of haste, and with 2 turns of haste, I am able to help charge up my Daytonas quicker, and I can get transformed and going, because the beginning of the dungeon is actually quite dangerous because I don't have a movement time buffer, or like I just have to suffer a little bit with like RCV debuff and movement time debuff. It's just like I have to suffer a bit, but it makes the other floors smoother, and if I'm gonna die, I'd rather die at the very beginning. And then he has double damage cap with 2 SDRs. Princess Valkyrie is actually solving multiple issues. She does quite a bit of damage. The Halloween Medu inherit does give her an extra TPA. She does have a TPA through Super Awakening. So she has 5 TPAs and a 10 combo. So she does hit damage pretty hard. She does hit pretty hard for sure. And then her sub-attribute also does meaningful damage at the same time. So that is helpful. But her base active skill is what I love so much about this card. It gives you a 50%... Well, it fully recovers bind status, which you don't care about. It gives me 50% damage reduction for 1 turn, which saves me against Hexazeon, which is what you need. So I need a shield. I got the shield. I also have 1 turn of attribute absorb cancellation. That's a big deal because I am able to solve floor 3 if it's a terrible absorption because I couldn't kill a light absorbing Dryad. This way I could. And then later on against the gore faces at the very, like, towards the end of the dungeon, I have a way to deal with the light absorb. At the same time, the inherit is a delay with Halloween Medusa. That's another way to overcome the color absorb towards the end. But point of the matter is, Valkyrie is giving me solutions at multiple different floors, and she does hit hard. I'm trying to replicate at least 2 cards who can hit double damage cap so I can at least smash through most of the spawns without too much stress. And then the final Daytona has Exodia because I want a skill boost and team HP, and it gave me RCV buffing, so it helps. Healing more is definitely helpful, and as a whole, this team felt reasonably good aside from possibly juggling Unmatchable. Maybe I would tinker more if I would play this team more often. I would possibly use different Unmatchable on Marthas or Valkyrie. I haven't fully decided, but obviously, if you have Halloween Cotton's, life would be much better. Regardless of all that, let us enjoy the actual gameplay footage. Like, there's zero, like, it's not even on the right timer. It's like 0 warning. I don't like surprise executes like that. It's just not fun. Okay, so I gotta kill that red bloblet first. Okay. Transfer my other boat. It's Denny. When I'm trying not to use Halloween Cottons, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna make mass attack here. Won't do any damage without TPAs. It's okay, 1 TPA is fine. Mass attack makes me nervous. It's okay, Daytona's up. I stalled for the right amount of time. That's all that matters. I'd say Dark Athena has at least a 1-turn cooldown, so you can inherit whatever you need, which is Void Damage Void, most likely. Alright, I gotta suffer with no movement time now. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do. I meant to do a second TPA. Whoops. Still hit the super results. That's all that matters. Spoinker, not yet. Getting there. I have the green orbs to clear the unmatchable, which is nice. Just gotta do it with very little time. Okay. Super resolved that. I still have less movement time. But I do feel like if I don't use Daytona's burst, I'm able to wait out another turn of this. So let's do it. Because there's a good chance... Oh, I might just kill both, actually. I was trying to buy an extra turn so I don't have movement time debuff. It's pretty horrible, this part with movement time debuff. So I need to start 2 back in a bit, so that is light becomes green, becomes blue. It's towards the end of red is when I start. It's okay, I found one of those. I've made sure I have one of them to be lined up so I have equal options for what I could possibly choose to do. I have movement time again, ladies and gentlemen, so now I don't even have to stress anymore. So this is pleasant. Bombastic new account. Okay, gotta keep smacking away. Oh, healed up. I've got rid of all the time debuff, movement time buffs. Still have the other debuffs. For my very first clear Spoinker, lots of tries. I don't even remember. Okay, so I basically just want to do reach on the second turn, not this turn. So what I'm going to do is, I'll target that thing. I'm going to try and make sure I sweep with a TPA. I'm just lining up colors. I want to make a blue TPA or a green TPA, just a TPA in general. So if I wanted to be blue, I would start a little ahead, or I could just go anyways. There's plenty of time. So now I want to use Reach's hat and go, go, go. Resolve. Excellent. I might have jammers, unfortunately, to play with. Unless I like minimal combo. Maybe I won't get a jammer to fall down. With 7 orbs only. The worst number possible. I'll figure that out one day. Oh shoot, maybe I just lose because of jammers. I might need to use a shield active for Amino because I have jammers. That'd be awkward if I just died to them. This is not good. I should have just cleared the whole board. Good, Minerva's easier to deal with. I don't like clouds though. So I can take one turn to get rid of the locked orbs and then another turn to just void through. Let me think. Where is Amino's preemptive? I will make sure I have Amino up for that point. Or my shield up for that point. I have blind resist at least. I could wait a turn or two. Does it matter really? There's no one that makes a difference for waiting, so I might as well just go. And hello? I know, 2 jammies indeed. Shattler Bloodsuck. It's a mesh tip stylus I'm using. Alrighty. I can clear this no problem. Next floor is Amino, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Next floor is Amino, which means I should really use my shield. Just in case. Dying bad. Living better. I could delay that. That's pointless. I can make actually some crosses to get rid of the sticky blinds, so maybe I'll do that actually. Secretly a color cross leader. I don't like sticky blinds. No one does really, to be fair. So now I don't have to deal with it. Hope it's Amino. He'll take away the jammers. Hope it's Amino. Yes! Got rid of the jammers, and my shield should be enough. Just barely, though, but it's enough. Thank goodness you're dead. No more jammies. Bad combos. I want to do this first. Alright, I have less movement time now, so this is a blast. But I have a health buff, technically, for a turn. I could have done it so much better for my Dark Orbs there. Thank goodness you're dead. Alright, no more clouds. Spoinker, damage reduction is huge. Alright, I need to clear the... I need to clear all these problems. There's a lot of unmatchable. So I gotta clear with green TPAs. With less movement time. Oh, thank goodness you don't execute me. Holy fish cakes. Still in trouble. Why did I make a Dark TPA? It does nothing for me. Questionable stuff. Hey, Dark Athena actually hits pretty hard! Light Absorb. I have one turn till Valkyrie, and that's what I need to do. My RCV is horribly deflated downward, so let me double check, because Marthas can overwrite RCV. I just want to make sure I don't need it anytime soon. I don't think I do, because the yin-yangs make Daytona colors unmatchable, like red-blue, so I don't care. So I might as well get rid of the RCV debuff now, because it's better now than later. It's going to make a combo shield here. Then it's Awakening Bound, then Spinners. Is this worse than the Yin Yang Dragons? Yin Yang dragons hit for similar amounts of damage. Because I have to have Dark Athena come up to actually survive the dragon's next floor. So she's 6 turns away. It'd be 5 turns. That's a lot of pain stalling, I find. Let me think. RCB debuffing is where the big problem is for the next floor. I still think it's better for me to just stall on this floor as opposed to the Yin Yang dragons because they just hit harder. Good enough for now. I have RCB buff. I heal more this turn as well. The skill delay won't be a problem, really, I feel. Possibly. Then the gravity is fine as well. I'm going to wait this out as long as I can, actually. Can you move any faster, spinners? Jeez. Like, I feel like I'm a hamster in a hamster wheel looking at this. Good enough. Okay. So this is where it starts skill delaying me. I think that's pretty inconsiderate. I'll be at 2 turns. Skill delaying runs the risk of a Daytona being down when I need it, but at the same time, I have... I get delayed next turn, which is rude. Because my Daytona doesn't have leaders, well, it doesn't have SDRs. It's up in 1 turn. He'll be up next turn. He'll get delayed for 1 to 2 turns. That's the drawback. If it's a 2-turn delay, it's pretty bad. 1 turn is fine. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 turns is the problem. Because I don't have to use one of my Daytonas this turn. Actually, I think I should be okay. I go all the way back down to 0 turns. I have 1 turn. I'm still 1 short. I do run the risk getting orb trolled on the Yin Yang dragon. I really feel like I'm just... I'm going to think that I'm just going to lose every risk I need to take. So, love to stall here, but I think it's better just to go, just in case Yin Yang... just in case I get skilled down by 2. Still have no movement time. Two turns, not bad. So I need to survive for 3 turns here. Just 3 turns I need to live for. It's the combination one, Spoinker. Okay, I have an RCV debuff, which is unfortunate. So I still have to debuff myself. So I self-debuffed. I can always buff myself. But I know if I can hit this below half health, it's not going to be a problem. Because it gives me an extra turn. Thank goodness. I have one more turn of this. It makes an unmatchable red, and I don't care about unmatchable red or blue because Daytona takes either color away. What's the next floor? Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the final countdown. Almost there. I guess I should have made 2 TP as there is. Yeah, I need 2 to kill it. It's fair. Locked is bad. I'll unlock it with an L. An L should be okay to kill it. I'm quite sure the green one will die. Okay. So I want to make sure I keep at least 4 light orbs if it's even possible, just in case of getting trolled in this part here, after they lock my board. Alright, I have enough orbs. I don't get Dunkarooed by this part here. I also have Athena Non to unlock, I guess, so I shouldn't have been that paranoid, but I'm okay. Okay. I actually need to make sure I use Val Kitty before I hit it down. Dragon Theme does some damage, actually, surprisingly. Shoot, I didn't start counting when my turn timer was for Hexazion's stupid turn-altering hit. Is it this turn coming up or the next turn? Shoot. I don't like this part. It's like, I want to know how much time it's until he does his special unique hit. Was it 3 attacks? That's my third? Okay. But when does his timer start ticking down for his Hex Ray thingy, or whatever it's called? 3 hits, okay. Well, it's not 6, obviously. I got a Valkyrie next turn, I think. It looks like this is where I would do it. Okay, below half. Alright, good. I avoided the silly, stupid thing. The problem is, I need to get rid of these unmatchables, which could be a little awkward, unless I get lots of these greens to come down. So, we're going to be careful. It's getting out there. One more green TPA and I'll be fine. 2 more turns I can kill it, I think. So I should be able to kill it this turn now, next. Good. I know I couldn't go past that to death. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go! A Halloween cottonless clear of SR3. Pretty good stuff overall. Pretty good stuff overall. Still need to know exactly how much health people have. But yeah, Daytona definitely can still clear stuff. Obviously, Halloween Cotton makes your life much easier. Like, it's much safer having Halloween Cottons do void damage void compared to the Rudra shenanigans on Dark Athena. But it does work. So, hopefully this video provides you some insight as to what you can do to tackle this dungeon if you have Daytona and no Halloween Cottons. I wish you all the very best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.